groovy.
Oh yeah, you know what time it is. Hi, and thanks for tuning in to another cult horror movie review. We're back with Lucio Fulci this week, the Italian godfather of gore who brought us zombie flesh eaters. 1 year later, he was already back with another zombie movie. This is City of the Living Dead, not to be confused with City of the Dead. If you guys remember my take on Zombie Flesh Eaters, the unofficial sequel to Dawn of the Dead, I said that the zombie effects and the gore were pretty good, but that was about it. And honestly, City of the Dead does a little better, but it still feels lackluster. But just before we get going, if there's a cult horror movie you would like me to review, just leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts and feelings on City of the Living Dead. In a small town called Dunwich, a priest commits suicide by hanging himself, and by doing so, he opens the gates of hell. The dead start coming back to life. It's up to a medium who witnesses the event while in a trance and a journalist to close those gates before it's too late. Very interesting source material. I just wish that it was handled by a different director. Lucio Fulci was good at giving the audience those gross out moments in his movies. But from what I've seen so far, people remember those moments rather than the movies themselves, which are devoid of anything else to offer. Fulci did know how to create an atmosphere, I'll hand that to him. It was a good idea to have smog blowing in the air, giving the scenery a gloomy and eerie feel. Fabio Frizzi is back doing the music, and so we get another killer score, which really helps to save the movie. The music he composed is pretty similar to the songs of Dawn of the Dead and Zombie Flesh Eaters. Sounds like he mixed both of them together. So yeah, all over, great music throughout the picture, but I can't say the same for the rest of the movie though. While the pacing is a little better than Zombie Flesh Eaters, it takes the two main characters a whole hour to find the village where the priest hung himself, which really annoyed me. And something else that really holds this movie back is the acting, because it is unbelievably awful. Where did they ever get those people from? Because they are just trash. It was the only thing more appalling than the gore itself. If you take out American actor Christopher George, the rest of the international cast were just complete garbage. Some of the players have literally no facial expressions. Even the Living Dead felt more alive than this guy was. Absolutely awful. Hey, wait a minute, isn't that Perry Perkinen, the same actor from Cannibal Holocaust, and then who had an uncredited appearance in Cruel Jaws, two movies that I've already reviewed on the channel? There must be something suspicious going on here. And now let's get to the perks that this movie does have, which is, you've guessed it, the special effects. Even to this day, City of the Living Dead could very well make some audiences puke. There are some literally WTF moments that are straight up shocking. In one sequence, this girl literally starts bleeding tears and throws up her own organs. One guy gets his face impaled with a drilling lathe. When the zombies attack, they sometimes grab their victims from the back of their heads, squeezing and ripping part of their brains out. That is just maddening. This really is one hell of a savage movie. The look of the Living Dead are also pretty cool. I still prefer the ones from Zombie Flesh Eaters, but these ones certainly do the trick too. They seem to be some sort of ghost zombies, something that you don't see in a lot of movies, because they can just appear and disappear when they want to, which means that there's no escape from these ghouls. City of the Living Dead is a cult classic for some, especially among Lucio Fulci enthusiasts, but that doesn't change the fact that the story is weak, things go unexplained, and if someone could tell me what that confusing, farcical ending was all about, I'm all ears. I've even tried to check it out on the internet and I couldn't find anything, so it's a big mystery to me. So yeah, I wasn't very impressed with this movie overall. It's not awful, it's got a couple things going for it, but it's got some serious flaws too. In fact, I'll end this review by saying that this film could really benefit from a remake.